Welcome to Sportscast.
Yeah. He's going to Knicks gear all weekend. How's it? So, after 53 years, Sean, how do you feel?
Well, I was only alive for 40 of them, but relieved. I did make a deal. If you follow me on Twitter, during Game 5, I made a tweet to God saying that if we won Game 5, that he could take 5 years off of my life. And so I had to tell my mom. I had to break the news to her. She was a little concerned, but she understood at the end of the day. It's for the greater good.
Big moment, Bio. So, good to have Sean here. We also have MVG, Modern Vintage Gamer.
What's going on
From Australia. This is his first too many games. He's never been here before.
Yeah. First too many games. It's been awesome. Awesome weekend. I'll definitely be back next year. And first time in Philly as well. Philly's freaking awesome. So thanks for having me.
Yeah. What? You didn't try the cheesesteak yet, though, did you?
Not yet, but hey, there's always tonight.
Tonight, yeah.
Yep.
I'm giving cheesesteak. Give me cheesesteak tonight. Okay, let me go over here. We have Celia B with three.
Hi. Second too many games. It's great to be back and to see you guys.
Next door, we have Josie Will.
Hey guys, I'm excited to be here.
And first time too many games as well is Real Radic.
What's good? First ever gaming convention. Pretty impressed, pretty overwhelmed. I also bought my first ever Dreamcast system today. So
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, he's looking for game recommendations.
We actually bullied him into buying one.
Yeah,
It was so fun.
I got peer pressured for sure.
Yeah. It's a little bit.
A little bit, not too bad.
That's how you know it's like original. Yeah, you know, got a little bit of yellowing.
I got that Soul Calibur, VMU, all for 165. So it's pretty good deal.
Yeah. He's set up. So I think what we were gonna do, which last year we had stuff we gave away. We have some other stuff to give away here too. But we were gonna do some Q&As with you guys. Have questions for us, and Josie will randomly reach in to the bag and grab a game. So it is up to her what you get from it. But some of them, MVG actually came with some games. So
There's some good stuff in there.
there's some interesting stuff in there. We'll say interesting.
There's a lot of bad
We'll
stuff.
say
in there.
interesting stuff. Okay. So they did set up a microphone here in the middle, and anyone who wants to come up, ask a question. Any of the panel members, the whole panel. Yeah, we got time. We're gonna hang out for a bit here.
Oh yeah.
Oh shit!
Damn, bro.
Damn, man.
How's the question?
Okay, there's not a Steam Deck in there. I will tell you that. There is no Steam Deck. But I appreciate the enthusiasm.
Hello, guys. Question for Celia. Is there going to be a physical version of Mina?
So, I would love to see that happen. Full transparency. I did leave Yacht Club Games. I'm in a new studio now.
Oh, I didn't
So I
realize.
can't speak for them.
Okay.
But I'm, if we're looking in theory, Shovel Knight, was everywhere and they really enjoyed that. So I think, it would be really cool to see that as well. Stay tuned to their social media pages for updates on that.
Did you enjoy Mina?
I'm in the middle of playing it right now, actually, yeah.
What weapon did you start with?
I had to go with the whip. I mean,
Okay, nice.
Yeah.
Oh, nice. The hammer is really cool too. Just throwing it out there.
where did you go? Well,
Uh,
are you? I don't know if you're allowed to announce or.
I haven't publicly announced
Okay,
it,
all right,
but it's pretty cool and
All right.
exciting.
All right. Sounds cool. All right. Thank you.
Yeah, of
Which,
course.
what's Josie gonna let's see. Yeah. Oh, okay. All right.
Howdy.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, the shirts.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we'll talk about that later.
Oh.
So, what is your biggest, we'll say, regret for gaming? Something that you didn't buy at the time and it became rare or, appreciated in value so much with all the prices going up and up? What's something that you didn't buy at the time that you regret not getting?
John is probably giving away a Steam Deck on last year's.
Apparently, it's a Steam Deck giveaway.
The 3DS. That stuff is crazy though.
I was thinking about that Black Friday 3DS sale where it was the 3DS with Mario and it had like all etched on there, and that thing's like 400, 500% more now,
Yeah.
and they were everywhere. Or I guess way back when any of the first edition booster pack Pokemon cards, but I was like 8, so
Yeah. Maybe to some degree a PS5 Pro, just because I feel like, when it was a couple $100 cheap, and that's like $900. It's like I really don't want to spend that on that, but it does seem like this generation's gonna last longer, as it should, in my opinion. So, and another price increase is definitely coming to that when you see Xbox, adjusting their prices again. It's fun to bash them and be like, oh, I can't believe they're doing this. But in reality, everyone's gonna do this. So I would probably say a PS5 Pro.
That wasn't my real question though. My real question was a Grand Theft Auto question. No, I'm just kidding. Everybody's gonna ask them. Sorry.
Oh no, that's totally fine. I'm trying to think of like a regret. Okay, so this one's silly, but the Power Glove, because initially I was gonna buy it as a joke for $20, and I'm like, it's $20, and now it's not $20, and I'm not gonna buy it. I have it.
I was really into arcade PCB collection back in like 2010. I had a whole bunch of different arcade boards because they were pretty cheap back then, and I bought a Golden Axe Revenge of Death Adder PCB, which is an awesome game. I ended up selling it for like $100 a few years later. It's worth 10 times that amount right now. It still haunts me to this day, that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, for me it would have to be the PlayStation TV because I saw it in the store for like $40, and then I didn't buy it. I think I spent that money on weed or something, and then fucking
Nuts, not drugs.
yep. And now I saw it at the show floor. It's $250. I'm like, God, it's yep. So that's the one that sings for me.
well, it used to come with a controller too. It was the DualShock 3 and the TV, and it was I think less than $60.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, years ago, my mom thought it was a good idea to give one of our cousins like our old NES, I think in like 99, with like 70 games or something. Oh yeah, we'll just give a cousin, that. And knowing what we know now, it's like that's costing me to rebuild that collection. It's costing me a fortune. So,
Are you ready for your game?
oh, I'm so ready.
Oh, cool.
Ooh, that's one of the ones I brought.
Too. Yeah.
That's a classic.
hey, how's it going? Good.
What up, dude?
What's up, Jody? So first off, thanks for having the Q&A. First I'd like to say, you did calls a couple years ago, I want to say, and in person, I want to say my mic was muted. I'm sorry. Yeah, that was a little embarrassing at the time. But my real question is, would you consider doing something like that again, but have like a accept these terms kind of thing without like using a phone kind of thing for
like call-ins for the show.
Yeah.
I like the idea of that. The other thing I thought about was doing voicemails for the show because then you can pre-screen them basically.
Right.
It's mostly just trying to keep the show somewhat. I mean, I say family friendly, but I mean, he's over there.
What?
But maybe YouTube friendly, I guess, would be the term for it. I like the idea of call-ins, and I think 90% of people would be fine. But there's always I've seen it happen with the live stream fails where person turns on their camera and it wasn't a good idea to have them.
I think what he's trying to say is we're probably not going to do it ever.
No, well, I've actually mentioned it before, and it's like, should we try it tonight? Maybe. So, but it was cool when because we did it one night and it was actually pretty fun. So, but maybe the voicemail thing might be the happy medium you try.
It might work. Then you can just take them all in the recordings and just kind of throw them in there, whether they face cam or not. Yeah, I think that'd be cool.
That'd be good.
Done.
Thanks.
Could pre-record it, and then you could just show our horrified faces if there's like fail ones.
Oh, you can put the blur effect up,
Or my mic won't be muted and it'll actually work.
so it's live.
Oh
yeah.
What's he gonna get?
Your game is Hannah Montana.
What can I do with in there?
He's got the one Hannah Montana though.
Hey, thank you for being here at Too Many Games.
right now the consumer electronics industry is probably going to be like changing completely given the RAM crisis, and probably will be that way to 2030 or so is from what we're hearing. I mean, we see the Steam machine at over $1,000. We see Xbox increasing their prices. Everybody. I remember seeing a Gamers Nexus video just a few weeks ago where they interviewed some computer hardware people, and some said, the consumer hardware industry is dead as we know it. What do you think about that?
Yeah, I think, well, like today there's reports coming out every day, it feels like, where they're saying it's probably 5-6 years away before supply can kind of outweigh or at least meet demand. But then a report comes out today that's we're never going back to the pre-2025 days for memory, and it becomes really difficult to figure out how people will be able to get at this point a PlayStation 5 or an Xbox Series, let alone a PS6 or a Helix. And I think build of materials, people are saying for the 6 would be $1,000.
Yeah.
And that's before logistics or even just the cables that go with it. So it's unfortunately, it seems like with the Xbox Series one, they scroll down, they tell you about all the payment plans you can get on. And it seems weird to be at that point with game systems that are more like a kind of a fun thing to just have rather than a necessity. So it becomes difficult, but I do like the idea then, if that is the case where the market decides maybe we optimize our games, and as RGT mentioned, the generation extends for quite a while. Because I think most people right now are probably happy with their PS5 or their Xbox Series that they have. Like I think for the most part, we haven't gone above 4K resolution really for a lot or most people. And I think if the games just ran and released well, I think people would be happy.
Yeah, certainly.
Basically, MVG and Celia need to start putting in the applications at McDonald's and Burger King, because industry is going in the toilet.
Sean, you forgot Arby's.
Well, the Arby's here was closed. I couldn't even DoorDash it last night. I was upset. But no, kind of like what John was saying. Like, you just had, I mean, even, consumer electronics, but just beyond it, looking at the industry, May of 2026 was the worst PlayStation sales in 25 years. May of 2026, Xbox reported their worst sales ever. And it's like, these things aren't going to get better. Xbox is raising the price again in August. Like, I don't, and I know people think that GTA 6 is going to be some grand savior for the industry, but it'll be great. It'll help, but you got to think long term. You can have all the little short term wins that you want, but it's about consistency. It's about maintaining things. And, it's going to be a very interesting next 2 or 3 years. And I don't think it's going to be a pretty interesting thing. I think it's going to be an ugly interesting.
Yeah, because it seems like it's moving towards a lot more subscriptions. If we do live in a future where it's like Xbox Game Pass Ultimate, where it's all running on the cloud and stuff, that's all we get. We don't get physical games anymore. We don't have our own hardware. That's kind of like a worst case scenario.
Yeah, I think cloud gaming would be kind of almost the floor budget for these systems then. And now Sony set up for it and Microsoft are set up for it. So there's a chance that they release I don't say a little USB stick, but a little box that you buy for $100 and it just streams your games.
Yeah.
And that would that would kind of move completely away from the physical media side.
Yeah, don't mean to be no doomer like around here or anything like that. Just
No, it's just the realness, man. It's the real situation. Even with those streaming boxes, where they're going to get you is, oh, well, you just have the standard subscription. So you're going to have to go into this waiting queue. But if you want to pay an extra $10 to $15, $20 a month, we could put you in the extended tier and stuff like that. So that way you're priority. And it's just, they're going to get their money one way or another because the shareholders demand it.
Yeah. $165 Dreamcast looking pretty good.
Yeah.
Yes.
Not bad.
Go buy retro stuff.
Yeah, let's just buy old games. Honestly, they're pretty good.
I don't know. Some of them are pretty expensive, though.
Oh,
Are you ready for
Yeah,
the best game you will ever get in your life?
We'll see.
oh, that's actually
See, there you go.
NHL 97.
Hours the fun.
97.
That's actually a good one.
That was a banger.
Howdy.
How you doing?
Good. I actually did pick up that $99 Mario Kart bundle at Walmart for the 2DS when you announced it. But I also have 2 copies of Cooking Mama for Switch, so
You win some, you lose some.
yeah. I have a question for Celia. So going back to your days at Yacht Club,
Yeah.
When Mina would pop up in like a PlayStation showcase or a Nintendo Direct, how much of that script did you write directly or give them guidelines or review it? And bonus points if the answer is that's a really good question.
That's a really good question. Dude, I need to get new canned responses for these things. Yeah, that is a great question. I can't talk too much about it, but it was a collaborative process. If you go way, way back to the when we announced Shovel Knight Pocket Dungeon, I was featured in an indie Nintendo Direct, and I did write that script.
Okay, cool. And then for Sean, are we getting the requisite annual junk stream tonight?
No, it was last night. You miss it?
God,
Bro, it was
Don't worry about it. Come back.
I woke up this morning. I was calling people I shouldn't have been calling and stuff, and man, it was good though. It was fun. It was fun.
that's it. Thank you.
All right, your game is going to be
Oh, here we go.
Silly Bands for the DS.
Ooh, let's get silly.
Hey, how's it going, everyone? I just want to say you had only $80 in your pocket to burn that fated day in November. If Ocarina comes out in November, what are you getting? GTA 6 or Ocarina? What are you going with?
Ooh, that's a good one. No, it's not. GTA 6. Come on.
I'm gonna say GTA 6 as well because the N64 version is a masterpiece, and I could probably just wait. If I really had to wait, I would just wait and get it. Ocarina remake later on. I'd just play the N64 version because it's legendary.
I think it would have been interesting if it was like a brand new Zelda game, same week as like GTA 6. But
Oh yeah.
it is a good point because we played Ocarina of Time. This being maybe a reimagining, but GTA 6 being 13 years waiting for this thing to come out. It's supposed to be this big like cultural phenomenon. I've just out of curiosity, it's got to go with that one.
Sense?
I do Ocarina of Time because I haven't played the original and I don't like the original, so I want to see if I like this one. And I know I'm gonna like GTA, so I'll just wait a month.
But GTA that came out. GTA 5 came out in 2013.
I wasn't allowed to play GTA 5 when it came out, so I was like, no, shit, Bridge.
How old were you when GTA 5 came out?
2013?
Yeah.
10.
Yeah, well,
Okay, valid point. Yeah.
Boom.
I am going to pick Ocarina of Time because I like Ocarina of Time. It's one of my favorite games next to Majora's Mask.
Any game where I can do drugs, run over people, and get prostitutes. Come on.
Oh, so you're going Ocarina of Time then?
yeah.
Boom.
So Celia, how excited are you for Link to actually talk in the Ocarina of Time remake?
Oh, that's a great question, Matt.
Oh, thank you.
So what would you like your prize?
No thanks, I'm good. No, yeah, I'll take one.
All right, you get Star Wars for the Cadets.
And and it's also sealed as well.
That's a good one.
Sealed game.
Hey guys, what do you think about the rumors of Microsoft potentially spinning Xbox off to its own company?
I mean, they're it seems like they're setting up for it when they're doing a subsidiary for it, and now the prices for the system keep going up, and they've had like the worst month ever for sales before the price increase. It feels like separating it from Microsoft would make it easier to spin off and just then sell off. I think what they would probably end up doing first is exploring some sort of investment where they would partner with another company. But then it's like, which company would they partner with? Would it be a big publisher that already exists, or would it be like Tencent or something that comes in? So that's the issue is Microsoft, if they really had, like, as they mentioned, 3% margins with Xbox, and they probably see it as more of something weighing them down. So separate it and then explore options. But I think right now for Microsoft, is like everything is on the table. And if like next week we find out that they are selling a portion of it as like a co-investment, it wouldn't shock me. So
Yeah, I think that pretty much sums it up. Like, you know, there was kind of two visions going into the the new regime. There is either like they're gonna build this up and it's gonna be the old Xbox again, or we're gonna have to tear this down and strip away stuff so that we can offload this thing. And initially there was excitement, and I said it during fake E3 weekend, like I thought the Xbox showcase was the most interesting. There was the most kind of information. They had really good games. And then ever since then, it's just been like a PR nightmare. And it just feels like they're trying to get those little short-term wins with stuff like, oh, well, Gears of War E-Day is now console exclusive. This was always the plan, except for the event that Xbox did where it was like a developer interview, and one of the slides showed that Gears of War E-Day was PS5. It had the PS5 logo on it, and they're like, oh, well, that was 2 months ago, and we've changed it since then. It's like, well, wait a minute. What do you mean? Like, you're flying that loose on the seat of your pants where you're making these rapid decisions? So, yeah, they're definitely in a very tough spot.
Thanks.
All right, your game is going to be
Welcome to NFL Football 94.
Woo! Hopefully you have a Genesis.
All right. What was a game that you enjoy that was received very poorly?
Oh, that's easy. Friday the 13th. The one that came out on like PS4, Switch, and stuff like that. Every review outlet hated it. It was one of, I still think to this day, it's one of the greatest online multiplayer experiences. They never, Ilphonic never, they tried it with like Predator and, this, that, and the other. They never got it as good as they got with that because, I got a lot of heat for saying that I thought Friday the 13th was better than Dead by Daylight. Dead by Daylight at that time, there was, there's one way to escape. When you're playing Friday the 13th, you had so many different ways to escape, from killing Jason to getting the car to getting the boat to calling the cops. Like, it was just so much fun. The procs chat was awesome. I loved that game. And it's a shame that like there was licensing issues, but they are doing the Halloween game with Michael Myers, and that kind of seems like the proper successor to the Friday the 13th game. So I have high hopes for that.
I'm going to say Luigi's Mansion on the GameCube. Now, a lot of people are going to say, what are you talking about? But you have to go back and remember, the GameCube did not have a Mario game at launch, and everyone was very confused. Instead, we got Luigi's Mansion. I remember the review scores weren't particularly great for it because people were very confused about why we're getting this, and this game is kind of weird. So that one was always the one for me that I always felt like is.
I'm going to say Exoprimal. And it's funny because I don't think I would have liked the game as much if it was just me playing it. But it was like me, MBG, you played too, right, Shell? We were all playing? All four of us?
Yeah.
Yeah, and we played all the way through the game, and it was a blast.
Well, I didn't play I quit after like a couple of days. I was like, eh.
Okay, well, the other, me, MBG, and Nate, we played through it, and it was fun. But I don't think it would be fun if it was just me. So it was like that social
Yeah,
experience.
that's the fun.
Yeah. So like, if I was a reviewer playing through it by myself, I probably wouldn't have given it a great score. But having some people playing through it, it was a good time. Also, they dropped like 1,000 dinosaurs on you.
Blinks the Time Sweeper. It gets a lot of hate, but I really enjoy it. It feels like a Dreamcast game, despite being on Xbox. But I think it's cute. Bring him back. There are dozens of fans.
I would say, and I know this game recently got shut down a month ago or two, but I actually kind of like Destruction All-Stars. Like, I know this is a low bar, but it's way better than Concord. I know, hot take, but Destruction All-Stars would be my answer for sure.
Pokey Park 2, people didn't like the first one, and they didn't think we should have gotten the second one, but I think the second one is better.
Which game?
Pokey Park 2,
Pokey Park 2.
the banger on the Wii. Kind of fuck around. You just like make friends with all the Pokemon. It's very cute.
Sounds terrible.
They're not the target audience. Not for old men. Your game is college football.
No, that's Bill Walsh college football.
Hey, you got to recognize Bill Walsh. That was a good one.
You guys made me do this.
So first of all, I just want to say congratulations, Sean, on the next championship.
Thank you.
I hope it made all the years of being pissed off about them worth it.
Oh, it did.
So my question is, at the panel yesterday, somebody asked, when are we going to start hearing Switch 3 rumors? I know. But my question is, so after the life cycle of the Switch 2, do you think that Nintendo will continue the concept of the Switch, or do you think they'll start off with something different?
I think that's tough because, let's say you don't see anything for 7 or 8 years. I don't know what the video game industry looks like in 7 to 8 years. Like, are traditional consoles still the move? Like, because when we're talking about, $1,000 plus baseline consoles, your sales are gonna, you're not hitting the sales of the previous generation. You're not hitting PS4 numbers. You're probably not even hitting PS5 numbers with like the PS6 because of the high price of entry, and there's no sign of it slowing down. So I think the concept of it is obviously great, and it's working for them, but I don't really know. I think it just depends, like, the health of the industry at that time. Like, how do you navigate towards it? What do video games? Is it still status quo, or has things changed drastically? Because I mean, it seems like, it used to be every month, now it's every week, now it's every day. Something crazy is happening. There's some crazy thing, whether it's pricing, whether it's layoffs, studio closures. So it's tough to say. I think concept wise, sure, but I just don't know the practicality of it when when that time comes.
Well, would you say the Switch is more of a system or more of a brand now?
I mean, you could definitely call it a brand. I mean, you have the new Switch Sports exclusively for Switch 2.
Yeah, so that's what I mean. Or like
So-
even the Switch Lite, it doesn't switch, so it's just by brand alone. So I think that's just their brand going forward, and they'll honestly just go until the wheels fall off of the thing. So I'll probably get the Switch 3, and then maybe by the Switch 4, AI have taken over and just Skynet. So
Your game is going to me.
Ooh.
Feel it tense.
oh,
That's a sealed copy.
MBG came through with that. All right, and that's a good one.
MBZ original.
It's the worst game I ever worked on.
How you doing? Got a question for MVG, but first, RGT, yesterday, you said maybe the Knicks' success was sort of rubbing off on the Rangers a little bit.
Yeah.
Not an hour later, they made a trade for like a stud 25-year-old winger. We are so back.
See?
There we go. There it is, man.
Yeah, the city is up right now, baby.
City's up. We so back. So MVG, I actually had the chance to go to Australia many years ago,
Nice.
and I was mostly in Brisbane, Sydney, and the Whitsunday Islands.
Okay.
So I'm gonna go back at some point and take
Yep.
my girlfriend with me. So when we go, where would you recommend that we go?
So you want to go to Melbourne, Australia, which is my hometown, which is the best city in Australia. And I'm not being biased because it actually is. There is so much amazing things to do and see there. There's the coastal drive. You can do the drive from the city. If you do like the Melbourne to Sydney coastal drive, it's absolutely breathtaking beaches and so much really cool things to see and do. Melbourne is the best place if you're into good food, coffee culture, and all sorts of really nice cakes and desserts. If you're into that kind of stuff, it's good seafood. You can't go wrong with Melbourne. It's the best.
Melbourne it is. Cool.
I'll be there in August, by the way.
Oh, cool.
What is coffee culture?
So coffee culture is when you actually go to a store and you get a really nice cup of coffee, not like the garbage that you drink here most of the time.
Okay. Well, I don't drink coffee, so
Well, there you go.
What happens when I explain it to you?
Huh?
Bob Warfield.
Oh, okay, yeah. He's like that, but he's like espressos or
He
something.
travels
right?
with the
So that's
espresso
part of
machine.
coffee culture. Okay, your game.
Actually, you know what would be a great video, Sean, is you going to Starbucks and attempting to order a coffee with their the menu language
I know.
in full Knicks gear.
What else would I wear?
Your game is Oaks Fitness Ultimate.
Oh, Jillian Michaels, yeah, sealed.
Man.
So one of you mentioned the Friday the 13th game, and that shut down a few years back or recently. And I was thinking all these online games, they're bound to shut down at some point. So how long do you guys think something like Fortnite has that's been going on forever?
That thing has so much life in it. It continues to get more and more relevant because it capitalizes on IPs that are existing and coming out already. I think that game is going to continue, but I don't think that's the standard of what they're going to look like. I think a lot of other live service games are not going to last like Fortnite has, but it capitalized really early on, and then it made an entire genre. So I don't think it's going anywhere anytime soon.
And they're trying to sell Fortnite as like a platform now. It's not even a game. So you have what games are in there right now? They have
Well, we got Lego Fortnite, right?
Lego Fortnite. They have like Rocket League got added into that.
Yeah,
right,
Fortnite Festival. Yeah.
Festival. Yeah, were they selling plastic instruments with that? Like, yeah, they were doing a lot. And now with Unreal Engine 6, they're adding it as a platform to release on alongside of PlayStation, Xbox, and Nintendo's platform. So I think that's kind of the direction they're going into, where Fortnite will like legitimately just be a place to release your game. And that's gonna be an interesting future.
Unrelated, what's your cosplay?
Toko from Danganronpa.
I knew it. I was excited. Good game.
All right, your game is going to be Bill and Ted.
Oh, yeah, there's another one in there.
What?
How y'all doing today?
Good. How you doing?
All good.
Doing good, doing good. So I have two questions. One for Sean, especially it's about the Knicks. Do you believe they're going to have a repeat of this year, like for next year?
I think there's a very solid chance. When you look at all the trades thus far in the East, obviously not everything is done. The Heat became the Bucks became the Heat. Like, yeah, I don't understand why people, Bam and Giannis, that's not a championship team. You have no bench. You literally have no money for a bench. The Pistons, I think, they're still probably a threat. Jaylen Brown's not happy in Boston anymore. The Cavaliers are always going to be the Cavaliers. James Harden doesn't show up. Donovan Mitchell can only do so much, and then he kind of tends to give up too and give, bad answers. So there's the East. You come out of the East, fine. I'm not worried about the Pacers and Halliburton's coming back. Like, he had a great season, and then he got injured. He tore his ACL. You don't know how you're going to come back from that ACL tear. Plus, he has shingles, and he gained a bunch of weight all of a sudden. You might not be able to get rid of that. Then you look at the West, and the Spurs, really, to me, the Thunder are the best team in the West. I was shocked that the Spurs beat them, but it's all about matchups. So I think you have a very good chance. Obviously, you got to look at free agency. I know Jose Alvarado is re-signing for multiple years. You're going to lose either Mitch or Shamet in the situation, which is an unfortunate thing. I think, to me, Mitch is the one you let go because, yes, he's great. Yes, he's a great player. However, he's also someone who's very injury prone. He's only going to give you half the games a year at most if there's not any injuries because he doesn't play back-to-backs. So I think you could cultivate a center, Ariel 40 or something like that. So, yes, I think there's a great chance.
Thank you, RGT.
He has another question. No, he has another
You have another
question.
question. I'm so sorry.
Yeah,
Please
no,
ask away.
I'll make it really quick. Most anticipated game of the year with not including GTA 6.
Ocarina of Time remake.
Ocarina.
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 For sure. Okay. Hellraiser.
It's probably Ocarina.
Can I change mine to Hellraiser?
Yeah, dude. Hellraiser looks awesome.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
It's great to be back at too many games.
Your game is basketball.
Okay.
There we go. Basketball for the dedicated people. Yay. We are also unfortunately out of games.
That was all the games.
Sorry, guys.
I'm still going to ask the question anyway. It's great to see you all again. Last year, I asked you all what your most anticipated game was for the Switch 2. It's been a year. So what has been your favorite game on Switch 2 in the last 12 months? And it can be anything you want. Doesn't even have to be a Nintendo game.
Requiem. Resident Evil Requiem.
I was gonna say Donkey Kong Bonanza.
I might say
Bonanza,
Donkey Kong
for
as
sure.
well.
Yeah.
I liked that too.
Deltarune. The
Oh,
newest
yeah!
just came out.
I love it.
I know.
love the
I
game
put
so
off
much.
playing it to be here, so I'm really excited.
Yeah, it's fun. Just don't do weird route. Just don't do it.
I was going to say Pokopia.
No, I said Donkey Kong Bonanza,
okay.
but also Pokopia was a huge surprise for me, and I love it so much.
I love a Switch too, so can't really answer that question.
Damn it, Raddick.
They might get one. He's helped picking the 3 bundle.
Yeah, it's between Pokopia, Mario Kart World, and Donkey Kong Bonanza. So
Get Donkey Kong.
Donkey Kong. All right.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. All right.
Don't.
All right. Yeah. All right. Be the move.
Okay. See how it goes.
All right, thank you.
Hi. So I know we briefly talked about it earlier with the USB stick and stuff like that, but in terms of physical games specifically, I know indie games still get boutique releases with limited run and super rare and everything. Do you think we're still going to have an all digital feature, or will there always be a demand for some form of like physical games, some way, whether it's key cards or like code boxes like GTA 6 and stuff like that?
I mean, I like to say there would be demand for physical games, but I've watched like on the PC side. I used to buy PC games pretty frequently when I could, like physical ones, but now, yeah, I actually have a bunch of them. I've like the original Mega Man X on like Windows 95, disc, and Final Fantasy 7, and I have all these physical games, but no one really cared much about them after a certain point, and that was just like Steam and GOG and I guess Epic Game Store. But I do see when the reports come out for Sony, especially, they'll show you how like the physical digital split, and it's like 90% almost now. So it doesn't to me it looks unfortunate because it's getting to that point, but then you have companies that are around like what Super Rare Games and Limited Run. Like there's at least an attempt to try to make these games physical, but then there also has to be at least an effort on the side of the publisher as well, which I'm sure MVG.
And you also have to have a physical drive.
Yeah,
You're getting to a point where that's becoming more and more rare.
Yeah.
So the real question is, well, what happens to limited run and super rare when everyone's like, hey, you know what? We're not doing any more physical, drives on our. It's going to be all digital or streaming and stuff like that. Like that's another segment that's gonna be going through it.
Thank you.
Hello. My question is for the all of you. If you had to choose one obscure game to choose to make a movie, what would it be?
Good question.
Obscure game, one that's you don't even think about. Like,
Sure. Obscure. Did you ever play Obscure on the PS2?
No.
So Obscure was I remember me and my buddy, we went to a GameStop and we were just looking at games and we found this game. It was called Obscure and it was on the PlayStation 2. I want to say it was $30. It was brand new. And essentially what it was 4 high school kids. It's tripping me out. It was 4 high school kids and like their high school has like this weird situation going on, like monsters and stuff like that. And it was a co-op survival horror game. And it was so good. And then they made Obscure The Aftermath on PS2, Wii, and PSP, I believe. And it was the kids, or some of the kids, like survivors, were now in college, and the same thing happened again. I think I would, it would be, kind of B-movie tier, but I think it would be good.
Naughty Bear, like for
that was a good buyer. That people forgot
that's
about.
like
I love that game.
PS3. I played that when I was a kid, and like with the amount of like horror movies popping off right now that are like lower budget.
You actually played that as a kid?
I did play that game.
Really?
Yeah, I feel like it could be good.
That's
and,
a
like,
good one.
It's like they get released on the island or something, and then they're just like going after like all the people.
If you've never played Naughty Bear, it's like the stuffed animals, and one doesn't get invited to the birthday party.
Yes.
So he just massacres all the other
destroys all
stuffed
the other
animals,
bears.
and it's actually pretty violent.
So if the
but it got
plot
a
for
teen
this-
rating because they're all stuffing. So
Yeah, and then
we were
the
able to
plot
buy it.
for it, it's like, did they go to LA just?
I'm trying to do the math
or something.
Were you like 8?
I don't know. I don't really remember. I wasn't really allowed to play that very many games, but apparently my friends.
Yeah, electrocuted one of them.
Yeah, I remember that.
All the games I could think of are dumb. Like there'd be like Dance Dance Revolution Extreme 2. Who are the dancers? What are their stories?
Battle Dance to the
Yeah,
End.
are they in love? Do they kiss?
Well, could it just be one big tournament?
Yeah.
Yeah, oh my god, it's a dance off. You can't read and you can't write, but you can dance.
A new step up.
Shoot that like Love Island.
And people, if you lose, you die.
Is it like the South Park episode where they're playing Guitar Hero and
That's
then they
what
turn
makes
music off and it's just like you just hear the.
It's like Squid
Yeah.
Games, Dance Dance Revolution, Squid.
Yeah.
That's what makes it extreme. Like we have this, guys. Let's make it.
Tokyo Jungle. That's my pick. Banger of a game. Post-apocalyptic Japan. You play as a bunch of animals trying to survive. It gets really crazy at the end. Like AI's involved. It gets wild. So Tokyo Jungle, definitely my pick.
I'd like to see a Mass Effect movie come out.
Mass Effect. That's a very obscure
very
case.
obscure.
Never heard of it.
Becoming obscure.
Good point. Good point.
Mine will be Fatal Frame.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
yeah. You
yeah.
can do a lot of stuff with that. Yeah. A lot of psychological horror.
Can I have another one? Nintendogs.
Yes, correct.
Who are they? What are their story? Do the kiss. Do the kiss.
Mhm. Okay, thank you guys.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, I have a question. In the next 10 to 20 years, what will gaming be like? Like, I like make your best prediction because nobody knows at this point.
Absolutely not.
Oh, there'll still be consoles or something like.
Well, if we're talking 20 years, I'll be dead. Like, let's just be real. But yeah, I think everything is streaming, and I don't think traditional consoles exist. I don't think physical games exist. Like, I think that's just the reality of the situation, unfortunately.
Yeah, I think everything's going to be cloud-based, but at that point, it's going to be just service-based. You turn on your TV, there's a games menu on there, and you just play whatever they are. Hey, I don't like it. I'm just telling you, man.
Yeah, you know, what's interesting is the thing that'll become nostalgic in the future, if that's the case, anything that doesn't need to connect to the internet to play. So if you have a nice PS2 or just put it away and like
People are
20 years.
already nostalgic for the PlayStation 2.
What's that?
People are already nostalgic for
Yeah,
the
it's not
PlayStation
20,
2.
in 20 years, they'll be nostalgic for the PlayStation 5.
Well, hey, the PS4, I mean the PS4, I'd be nostalgic. PS5 works also right now.
I'm gonna be Delulu. It's vibrant. There's no layoffs. Things are great. I'll still be in the workforce then, so you know, doing well, doing well.
Plastic table.
Also, does that shirt say Woo York?
Yeah, so the NBA did a brief collaboration with like certain rappers from certain areas. So they did a Woo York Knicks jersey. They did a 3-6 Mafia jersey from Memphis. It was really cool. My buddy Jack Moo Johnny lives in Memphis. Got that one. They were expensive though, so I only bought this one. But yeah.
Nice.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. PlayStation could bring back one franchise. What would it be?
The Order 1886.
Really? That's your
I mean, honestly, that's not bad. That's not a bad answer. That's not a bad answer.
Let's go.
You like that game?
Like,
damn, bro.
Like a fully realized sequel to that would be lit.
I always wish for it every time they have a state of play.
What's Ready at Dawn up to?
SOCOM. I would love to see SOCOM come back.
SOCOM would be good. Yeah.
It's ridiculous that it's been so long.
Hey, we got fair games.
SOCOM, sir. SOCOM.
My answer would be, well, I got two. Well, actually, I got 10.
Don't take
but,
mine.
Don't
take mine.
I'll pick one for now. Twisted Metal.
Yeah, okay. Yeah,
Twisted Metal, for sure.
Okay, good.
Yeah, the show's fantastic. Highly recommend it. And it's a shame that it hasn't been brought back yet. So I need to see my boy Sweet Tooth again, play as him one more time. So hope it happens.
I'm going with the guy we saw get pinned in the ring earlier.
yes.
I got to bring back Infamous.
Hell yeah.
Oh,
Infamous has to come back. Okay, you can do a movie for it, TV show, a game, the whole thing. You get a superhero game that you keep building up, and you don't have to pay Marvel $100 million every time they'll make one.
Yep.
Can we also say Bloodborne? Is that an
That counts.
Are you allowed to
I mean,
say that? I don't know if you can
They,
say that.
they should
loud.
have at least on a PC released or something for that, or at least just putting a 60 FPS on PS5. I mean, that probably doesn't take too long to do. I don't know.
I told you, Bloodborne 2, PS6 exclusive.
That would sell. That would sell.
Yeah, I buy it.
I'd say Sly Cooper. No, just I miss when they had mascot characters a lot.
Great pick.
Same.
Jack and Daxter. But I'm hesitant because it's like, would they change Daxter's lines to be like
Oh, like
Gen Z
PG,
slang?
oh yeah.
Yeah, if you
right.
think about it, like the writing on that, I don't know. So I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe not.
I don't know. His girlfriend is pretty funny.
True.
Be God of War with a Jack and Daxter skin. Cinematic, dark, brooding narrative.
Okay. All right.
Third-person game.
And this is like high up voice.
That'd be amazing. Yeah, I was gonna say they definitely need to bring Jack and Daxter back.
I agree.
Dope.
It's important.
Before I ask my question, can I make a game suggestion for the Dreamcast?
Yeah, go for it.
Any Tony Hawk Pro Skater game. Any of them.
Okay.
yeah.
All right. Yeah, I
And
got you.
Speaking of Tony Hawk, a lot of people in the skating scene talk about how the Tony Hawk games influence skating. What about the inverse? How did the Tony Hawk games affect the gaming landscape as a whole?
I think that's a very good question. I think it affected it affected gaming because a lot of companies started trying to find extreme sports and make them into, franchises and series. And it really gave more legitimacy to it. And I think one of the things that flies very under the radar is like the soundtracks of those games, and how it not only was, big for gaming to have these massive licensed soundtracks, but it was big for the music industry. It put so many bands on. Like the first time I ever heard In Flames was in a Tony Hawk game, and I was like, oh, okay, I like this. This is cool. First time I ever heard AFI, Tony Hawk game. I'm like, okay, I like this. This is cool. So I think it transcended video games and gaming in general. It was like an entertainment thing.
Yeah, there's also a point to mainstream for a lot of the gaming stuff, because even at that time, that'd been like late 90s, it was still kind of like not cool to play video games that much. But Tony Hawk, I remember seeing like full on advertising in regular magazines for Tony Hawk Pro Skater, because it had like the crossover with the sports world. And I just feel like from there, I'd hear more people talk about Tony Hawk Pro Skater, the game, and a PlayStation 1 or an N64 or something that had it that wouldn't have otherwise. So I think that's kind of where almost the push for it being more accepted to play video games mainstream started.
All right, thank you.
Hey guys, so I'm gonna do something that a lot of people would consider glazing. I'm just gonna say thank you guys for everything you guys do. I watch you religiously since 2020, literally every day, if I can. So thank you guys for that. Give it up for them.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Appreciate it.
sure.
Thank you.
For all the laughs and everything. So touching on RGT's wonderful live yesterday, there was a point where there was like a heartfelt moment, and
Was there?
there was a point, yes, where he was talking about how this is his dream job, and I agree with him. I think it is great what you guys do.
Was it after he ate the sticker or before?
It was after the sticker. So if you guys weren't doing this, I know it's probably his answer, but what would you be doing as his dream job? Or I know you guys already have jobs, but yeah, what would be a dream job that you guys could conjure up, I guess? Wow. Sorry to stomp. I didn't mean it.
I got you. I'm not a full-time YouTuber in any stretch of the imagination, so I would like to be a director in movies. I already work as a boom operator and a sound fixer, so I'd like to take the reins, direct a little bit of stunts. That's the dream.
All right. Retired.
Agreed.
Before the YouTube stuff, I did a lot of work as like management for a game store, a chain of them.
That's right.
And I would have liked to have gone back and done that, because it was a lot of fun. It's harder now, I'd say. It's just difficult in general.
Right.
I see mom and pop stores constantly like go away, which is unfortunate. But it is now, I think, pretty at least easier to get your name out there, because when we were doing it before, it was 2011 and it wasn't as, I mean, you could do YouTube and stuff, but it feels like now it's more of an outlet on social media in general. It should be like, "Ooh, we got these in stock now, come check them out," or just get the word out. So I probably would go back, or want to go back, and have like a little video game store.
If I didn't work in video games in general, I'd probably work in the anime industry.
Or
Probably at like distribution or licensing.
yeah.
When I was a kid, like this would be like 3 or 4 years old, I really wanted to be a zookeeper. So I know I love animals, so like I feel like to achieve the dream of the inner child in me,
Yeah.
zookeeper would be my pick.
Well, for me, obviously, I work in the industry like Celia, and I make video games for a living. I'd probably just make video games anyway. Like, even if I wasn't working, I think that would be my thing.
Did you tell the people what you're working on right now?
What's that?
Which game you're working on?
I'm working on the Toy Story collection.
Let's go.
It's like, oh,
I'm getting it right away.
Hell yeah.
Awesome. Thank you.
we have 10 minutes left, so I don't want to speed it. Like,
I'll
push
make it
rush
quick.
anyone, but-
Congratulations on the Knicks winning MVG. I'm glad you're here, man. I watch your content all the time.
Thank you, bro.
The only question I have, and it's the only one that really matters, will you guys sign my Hannah Montana?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
I could last year. I appreciate that. We'll do that again. Relive that nightmare. I know sometimes you work on MVG. You work on some games where you're kind of keeping it quiet.
Yep.
Are you willing to break an NDA to let us in on a little information?
Yeah, do it.
I won't tell.
Come on.
Unfortunately,
Yeah.
No. All right.
That was there a suspense. You don't know.
How's it going?
All right, so my question is, we've been seeing with obviously the recent release of Star Fox and the remake for Ocarina of Time coming up soon. A lot of N64 games getting remade or remastered for the Switch too. So my question is whether it's a critically acclaimed game or something like Superman 64, or something that just, if there's any games that you think need or would get a lot of value out of a remake on the Switch 2, what would you like to see?
Well, this answer came up yesterday in our other panel, and I said then, I'll say it now. I really want to see Shadows of the Empire. That's one of my favorite games on the N64, so I think.
You say it has to be an N64 game specifically, or from that era?
I mean, it could be from the era if you want.
Well, the game that I really want remade, and no one will ever do it, I guess, is the Jedi Knight, the Dark Forces 2 Jedi Knight. It's stuck on like Windows 98 or something, and it's an awesome game. They had like the light side and dark side that they brought in, where you could choose if you want to be good or evil. And first time I really had a lightsaber run around in first person. That was a really good game. Kyle Katarn, great character.
I have a
Sorry,
video. Okay, so Donkey Kong Bonanza was fantastic. Do that, but reimagine Donkey Kong 64. Like, imagine it not broken and like a lot of quality of life changes. It would have been fantastic. So yeah, I want a reimagining of that. Quest 64, same thing. That game taught me what bad games were. Before that, like I played Banjo-Kazooie, Ocarina of Time, Super Smash Brothers, Mario 64. Every game was a good game. It was a magical world. And then I rented that game from Blockbuster, and I wasn't having fun. And instead of being like, I don't know, logical about it, I thought the reason that I wasn't having fun was because I just was bad at it. So I rented it 2 more times, and then I was like, I think it's bad. So I would like for them to like get a win and make that game good.
Super Mario
I
64.
was gonna say that.
Too slow, woman.
We're sharing a mic.
All right, well, yeah, we can.
There you go.
Yeah, so my pick, and this might be controversial, but I think a Banjo remake would be good because everything I hear about Banjo, it kind of sounds like the most overrated game of all time. Like, is it really that good? So if they like remake it, spice it up, give Banjo a voice, make him an actual character, I think it would be
He
great.
has a voice. Play Diddy Kong Racing. Oh, Banjo.
Really?
I was about to compliment you and be like, I taught him so well. And then, yeah, you said
Yeah, I know. I like burning bridges.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Hi, I have a more specific, like an MVG question. So I'd say, like, what do you think is like the future for like recompilation, like the decompilation of games? Was the main thing I was actually looking into, I think, over this month is the N64 recompilations on how they're actually getting PC ports now, which being one of my favorite consoles, it's pretty crazy to see.
Yeah, it's a good question. And the natural evolution of emulation is the recompilation and decompilation projects. The tools are really good now where like you're seeing these recomps of these games, these old N64, PlayStation 1 games. There was like was it Twilight Princess on
That
GameCube
that
came out?
came out. That's
Well,
really good.
there's also AI. I don't want to, talk up AI, but there is a lot of AI that's being involved in this to really speed up the process to get these games decompiled and recompiled. So it's the future. It almost feels like the floodgates have opened now because there's so many of them that are coming out. Because in the past we only had like a handful, and I think probably in the last 6 months we've seen 7, 8, 9, 10 of them come. And I think like next year, I wouldn't be surprised if we see like one half of the entire N64 library recompiled. So
Yeah,
it's definitely the
something
future.
moving for like Super Smash Bros. Decomp.
Yeah.
We had Donkey Kong 64.
Yeah, I think they're
Nice
all.
progress on those.
I think they're all in the process of being decompiled. GoldenEye, I'm hearing, is almost at completion. I've heard stuff about Wave Rays. There's all sorts of stuff going on. So it's definitely the future.
Thank you.
Hello, I'm Justin. It's nice to meet you guys. First time here. Wanted to say to Radek, Zombie Revenge for the Dreamcast.
Ooh, that's fun.
Okay. I love that game. Because of that, I was kind of wondering, what would you guys, any kind of game that you specifically would like, just out of the blue, recommend at all?
For the Dreamcast?
No, just in general, just anything.
Well, I'm gonna go with the Dreamcast. It's called Shenmue. It's one of the greatest things ever, and it set the foundation for open world games when it comes to consoles.
Awesome.
Infamous 1 and 2, some of the best superhero games you'll ever play in your life. So
Because of you, I just beat Infamous first time
let's
last
go, dude.
So
Good shit, man.
thank you.
I'm gonna say Super Metroid because it's the GOAT.
Okay. Yep. Fantastic.
I recently played back through Final Fantasy X, and I tell a lot of people right now because the turn-based RPG in the mainstream's kind of going by the wayside a bit. That's still a really good game.
Nice. Paper Mario and the Thousand Year Door. It's a fantastic game. I really enjoyed the RPG elements of it, and it's Mario.
Donkey Kong Country 1 on the SNES. It's a banger.
Fantastic. That's in my pocket.
Hello. I have a question. Has anyone ever used the Xbox external SSD and used it as storage in your PC? Because I actually got one and I have it in an adapter for NVMe, and I put that into a PCIe, and I'm actually using it right now as an external storage in my gaming PC. Well, I guess on the board. I didn't know if you thought it was possible. I never heard anyone talk about it. I found it on Reddit and I got it on Amazon to work.
And
figured
worked
I'd tell
fine?
you. Yeah,
Oh,
I play
wow.
Forza Horizon 6 off of it.
Great game.
No stutter. It was fun.
No stuttering. Yeah.
Yeah, I've never heard of that before. That's kind of interesting.
Because it's actually a CFast, I guess, Express. Yeah.
Right. Yeah, I know they had an adapter for it. That's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, thank you.
Hey, nope. Check that out.
Okay. Hello, my name is Alex. I'll keep this real quick. First of all, John, I watch you like every day. You're like my Good Morning America, I like to think of it.
I appreciate it.
Yeah. Anyway, so I'll do a fun question. Let me try to word this correctly. What like game developer do you think would be perfect for a certain IP? Like, for instance, I think Telltale would nail a Star Trek game, in my opinion. What do you guys say?
I think we should give the Donkey Kong IP to the Celeste. Who makes Celeste? The developer behind Celeste? I don't know the developer, but like the team that makes that,
Yeah.
give them Donkey Kong, spray-based Donkey Kong, I would love it.
So
I would go with IO Interactive, Hitman, 007. Give them Siphon Filter. And then I think they would make a really good game off of that.
I would disagree. My problem with IO Interactive games is that they all feel the same, and I don't think Bond really does a good differentiating besides just the big action set pieces than other. But I mean, you're entitled to your incorrect opinion.
Amen.
I would say I would give Shenmue to NVG because then he'd actually like maybe make me a good one and finish the damn story because we're terrible in the timeline.
I would give Banjo Kazooie to Platonic. I like that outfit. What do I?
Yeah, I was gonna say the same thing.
No, that's a good one.
Oh, is that okay? Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay.
Hello. First things first, let's go Knicks. Yes, sir. I live in New York, so the vibe has been immaculate.
Awesome.
Question is, if there's a game that you played before, what is the game that you wish you can experience again for the first time?
There's this game called Shenmue on the Sega Dreamcast, and it's amazing. And there's so much to explore and discover. And it was a life-changing feeling game.
Pokey Park on the Wii. I was 5 years old. It was beautiful.
Majora's Mask.
Say Mario World. Super Mario World. I'm going to say Uncharted 4.
Chrono Trigger.
Yes.
Nice. Thank you, guys.
Okay.
Just one quick thing. You gotta get RGT to play Halo, the campaign.
He's going to.
Okay, yeah. All right. And you gotta make sure you friendly fire John.
Oh,
you gotta smack him in the back every
Wait,
time.
I can do that?
You can do that, yeah. And then you gotta wait for him to respond.
You should have told me that.
The only
initially.
way,
I didn't
yeah,
know.
the only way he's able to respond is if you run away from enemies.
Okay.
Yeah, so you can like smack him in the back and make sure he doesn't respond. It would be hilarious.
Oh, that's perfect.
Best part about like playing Halo if your buddies is killing him.
Okay. Yeah, I'm down. Thank you.
Hey, what's up?
Yo.
Hi.
Jersey's awesome.
Thank you.
The only Wu-Tang thing I have is that stupid PS1 game.
No, that was kind of fun. It was the Thrill Kill game, and then
The music is good. I
Yeah.
can always listen to that, but not playing it. Anyway, going forward with gaming, do you think they're actually going to optimize things to work with what we currently have? Because I know most of the stuff, like the PlayStation 5 and the Xbox Series, they're, 5 years old now, give or take?
I want to say in a perfect world that would be awesome, but
I know this is coming
But-
from you.
development costs continue to rise. Publishers are way more aggressive about getting games out as quickly as possible. I don't think so.
It's worth a shot. Thanks.
Thank you.
I think we're over time right now,
Yeah,
guys.
yeah.